Oh, hey, Nadir, what are you up to?
Oh, nothing. I was just browsing the excellent selection of books here in the library of the Night Court. I don't suppose there's anything you'd like to read?
I would actually love to find some books for my favorite tabletop games.
You would probably want to actually take out a book like that, and I don't think you want to navigate the Fey rules for borrowing and lending. Instead, you may want to look at our sponsor, Dragon Master Games. In addition to tabletop gaming books, you can get dice and accessories, and they're a fantastic local store and would love to have your support.
Oh, hey, that's a great idea, but we're in the Feywild, so I can't go to the store right now.
Oh, not a problem at all. You can go to their online storefront that's linked in the show notes, and be sure to write in the comments that Bard Rock Cafe sent you.
Alright, I'll do that. Thanks, Nadir. Anyway, we should get on with the show.
Welcome back to Bard Rock Cafe, everybody. This is episode 62, probably. That sounds right. Yes, it is episode 62. I knew it. So after a harrowing about 18 to 24 seconds of real-time combat, Rook managed to stab Baba Yaga through the head, climb into her house before it came alive, and destroy the heart of Baba Yaga, powering it. Meanwhile, Nadir, through some brilliant use of his magic, managed to break out, go back to the Tablet of Fate, which was falling apart at rapid pace after Baba Yaga's intervention. But Nadir managed to pull the threads of fate that he was familiar with and free the rest of the Bard Rock Cafe crew.
Except Epi.
Yeah, except Epi, who is still
A little bit
on a side quest inside the alternate reality.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the crew managed to track down Cyric in the alternate reality, he was not his best self. But yeah, so the amber shards all around the party shatter, start flying off in different directions. Armbar, unfortunately, is struck in the back of the head by a piece of amber from somebody else's.
By a piece of wood from the Bard Rock Cafe.
I mean, he was just still unconscious from when we brought him there. Not a big deal. He hasn't woken up yet.
No. He starts to wake up. Whoa. Did I get hit in the head with something?
He has to get knocked out at the beginning of every episode. It's tradition.
Tradition.
You know how in Naruto they have like the headbands that guard their forehead and no other part of their head?
Yeah.
We need that for Armbar, but it's just the back of his skull.
Well, he has that bandana. We need to get him a better one, apparently.
He has a bandana of missile attraction. It just makes projectiles
Missile
squirt towards the back of his head.
Well, that's canon now. Nobody realizes that it's this. It's a cursed bandana. Nobody knows. But you all
And I
watch.
have 100 copies of it because it's the sweaty bandana he wiped his armpit with.
You all watch in glorious fashion as thousands of amber shards explode outward and then reverse course in midair towards Armbar's skull. Armbar is at 0 hit points and probably a couple failed death saves. Not really.
He's fine.
That's enough of the bit. It's Armbar.
It's fine. He has advantage on death saves because of his rose, so he's probably still fine.
It's actually true. But yeah, so Armbar starts to come to. Whoa. Whap. Whoa. And he falls.
Hey guys, you ready to fight Baba Yaga? Armbar is... No, he's not.
Armbar is right.
So, before we started recording, I had everybody roll initiative. And it was just going to be to streamline things on camera. Marty, Doubletail, managed to roll a nat 1.
I'll roll good on anything except initiative.
So, of course, that triggers a wild magic surge the second that the amber breaks. Those numbers were 69 and 100, correct?
They sure were.
Now,
Nice.
these are both good options. Both have positive outcomes, and you know what they both are. I'm going to make it fun. Would you like evens to be 69 or evens to be 100?
Evens, I guess, should be 100 since 69 is an odd number.
Okay. I'm going to roll a d10. We're going to see what it gets. 2. With a 100, Double Tail, you gain 2 uses of action surge. They are not restored upon arrest. They are just in the bank. Once you use it, it's gone. But you have 2 uses of an action surge.
Who, Baba Yaga? You better hope it doesn't get to my turn.
If it doesn't get to your turn, that means we all die. So.
No, it means you guys killed her before me.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was an option. In my mind, for just a second, it had to be Double Tail the killer. I don't know why. Like, he's just destined to do this thing, even though it's clearly the thing in Rook's story.
You better hope Rook kills you before I do. You
There
got
we
one
go.
round.
As all of this is happening, you guys have your Avengers entrance, right? Bursting out of the amber shards. Baba Yaga has her Thanos moment as she waves an arm, and several scarecrows that have been immobile off in the fields shudder to life, some of the amber around them melting away as they all begin to approach as well. Any last minute things anyone wants to say or communicate with each other, I will let y'all still have Epi's mind link, Rary's telepathic bond going, even though Epi is not present. So you all can talk telepathically to each other, not just Brock. You all see the scarecrows, you all see Baba, you see the house completely tumbled. Everyone is all next to each other except for Rook, who is climbing out of the debris of a collapsed house.
Rook, did you murder a house?
I murdered this heart. She holds out a heart that she stabbed.
Oh my.
Oh, I'm familiar with this poem from the Toronto Plain. For anybody who's less cultured in our audience, that's the Telltale Heart by Edgar.
Oh,
Because it's under the floorboard.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought
Yes.
it was the Green Day logo.
Yeah.
Oh yes, so that's a
Yeah.
true culture.
Yeah.
Don't want to be a Faerunian idiot.
One time I don't do the obscure pop culture reference. I go a little bit deeper. Everyone's like, fuck you, do the pop culture thing. Fine.
I know,
You don't
right?
get the schlock from now on, everybody.
As the scarecrows are making their way up, 2 of them go before anyone else. There is one scarecrow that stands out as slightly different in the sense that it has a pumpkin for a head, and the pumpkin is on fire. That one is going first. So it's going to cast Scorching Ray. It's going to target Double Tail, Brock, and Nadir with 1 bolt each. So, does a 13 hit Double Tail?
No, it does not.
A nat 20 is definitely going to hit Brock.
I'm going to silvery barbs them.
Okay. Does a... Shoot, I just had... What does a 12 hit Brock?
It does not. Also, do I proc wild magic?
You do not.
Oh, well.
And a 12 for Nadir.
Surprisingly, no. I think this is the first thing that hasn't hit him all campaign.
Let's go.
Also, as a side note, silvery barbs does let me push advantage to 1 ally as a part of casting. So, Rook, you have advantage on whatever you do to Baba Yaga's face.
Free sneak attack. Yay.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is. That was the right choice.
And crit fishing.
Uh-huh. That's it for the that scarecrow. That's it for that. The other one doesn't move quite as quickly. It is going to target 30 feet. All right, it would target. I don't know. It's going to target Nadir. Make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
Oh, you're wise, right? You'll be okay.
Yeah, with age comes wisdom. Nadir's wisdom score must be like 70.
Yeah. Yes, it is. It's 70.
I get
So
a
I
plus-
rolled a 44. 14.
14? Okay. So
If it doesn't succeed, I can do a thing, but I have to know after it fails.
yeah, so it does succeed.
Okay.
You lock eyes with the scarecrow for just a brief second, and your head is filled with the sound of like cawing, but it sounds like a mix of crows in pain, like screeching, and laughter. But you manage to push past like the fear that might invoke, and you're fine. Brock.
So what Brock is going to do is going to turn to Baba Yaga and say, Baba Yaga, surrender, free everybody trapped in the Amber, and use what power that you got from the Tablet of Fate to the deck of many things to help us fix the Tablet of Fate here, and we won't kill you. And normally you'd ready to do a check. She's going to say fucking no, so I'm just using that somatic component to cast Synaptic Static so she hears my words echoing in her head over and over. I need this bitch to make a wisdom saving throw. Or intelligence saving throw, DC 17.
Intelligence.
Yes, I thought it was wisdom because that made sense to me. Apparently it's intelligence.
I swear to God, a nat 20, which is a 25.
All right, well, she's gonna take half of 23 damage, and she still hears my words echoing in her head for a second before she resists it.
Okay, so that's 11 points of damage.
Yes.
And that's what type of damage?
Psychic damage.
Thank you.
And then Inky, power word kill on that flaming scarecrow.
What?
I told Inky to kill the scarecrow. Power word kill, Inky.
Oh. I was like, you can't just have a power word kill.
The one that shot the scorching rays.
Gotcha. Okay. So Inky materializes in horrifying presence.
It just looms over this scarecrow like the Terminator over like John Connor. Bone Claw is ready. I'm gonna roll my 2 attacks.
Yeah.
A 3 and a 13. So 3. Inky has a +8 to hit, so an 11 and a 21.
Yeah. So the 11 misses. The 21 hits.
3d10 plus 4. Give me a second here because I didn't think to pull out a d10. So, boop. 27 damage.
What type of damage?
Piercing.
Piercing?
And let me see whether or not Inky's claws are magical. I don't think they are.
That is what I'm having to look at, actually.
Looks like they are not. It is not magical.
Okay.
However, it is, however, grappled.
Sure. Inky's claws rake across the fibers that are making up this scarecrow, while they are straw, seem to have the consistency of steel.
Holy crap, Inky's reach is 15 feet. Good God.
Yes. Bone claws are fucking scary, dude.
I'm aware that my attack dog is scary. I just didn't realize it had Mr. Fantastic inflatable stretchy arms.
Well, the idea is Inky hides in shadows and reaches out and pulls things in.
Oh no! He's the balloon man from a car sale now. That's just my canon.
Okay.
Also a dog. Bonus action: Bardic Inspiration to Rush.
Okay, really setting Rook up for the killing
Oh
stroke.
no, man.
All right, anything else from you, Brock?
That is all of my action economy. I don't know where I'm standing. I guess I'm going to go up to my spectral alpaca and sit on it. Because that was still summoned when we got here. Presumably it's free from the Ember.
Yeah. For the audience, we have a gentleman's agreement that the alpaca doesn't actually participate in combat in any meaningful way, and I don't target it.
No, Kenny, that is the alpaca that pushes the food cart. I have the spell Find Steed.
Oh,
and
no,
you let me flavor
okay.
a warhorse as an alpaca. That one can.
Okay, never mind. I stand corrected.
I used an actual mechanical thing to have this alpaca. You're thinking of a different alpaca.
Well, in fairness to me, there have been an above-average number of alpacas in this game.
Only above that.
All right. Anyway, Rook, you are up.
Yeah. Oh boy. All right. Where is Rook in relation to Baba Yaga?
So, the little island in the middle of the lake is not huge, right? I would say you're like maybe 10, 15 feet away from her as you're climbing out of the house. Everybody else is on the other side of the lake. They would have to come across.
Wait, are we on the other side of the lake? Because when we got encased in this amber, we were face to face with Baba Yaga as she drew from the deck of many things.
Yeah, y'all were talking.
No, you're right. So no, everybody's clustered around. Baba's still looking at you.
Yeah, we are like stopping the scarecrows as they storm the lake shore.
Yeah.
I think Rook is going to rapier again then. And I'm going to use I'm a little bit hurt. Rook's a little beaten up. She's okay. She's just a bit beaten up right now. So she is going to use one of her charges on her sword So whatever, if I actually hit and do any damage, whatever radiant damage I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna go right for her, and I'm gonna say something. I don't know what it's not. Rook is gonna try and say something. It's not gonna sound very smooth. I can't believe we're both witches. Ew. I don't want to be anything like you. And she goes and she slams her sword into Baba Yaga's chest with advantage.
And a bardic inspiration.
Yeah. So if somehow you don't roll a very good number, you have a D10.
All right. So my higher roll was 28.
Yeah.
I don't think you need the D10.
You don't.
You have it for the next minute though. So.
Okay. I do 60 damage and I heal 6 HP.
Describe your killing stroke.
Rook kind of does a cross stroke, so which means that she is sliced from Baba Yaga's right shoulder down to her hip. So she almost like slices through the chest with the edge of the crystal rapier, just kind of cutting her open and ripping it out. Very satisfying. And I don't know if this is the killing blow, but she's expecting it to be the kind of thing that just sort of like stuns a person, because it is as hard a hit as it is a slice.
Your crystal blade connects and just carves into Baba. There is no accompanying gout of blood from the slash. Where you cut, the wound actually starts to turn black and then starts to buzz. Baba Yaga begins to disintegrate into a massive cloud of biting insects.
Bard Rock Cafe, I don't feel so good.
Yeah. So she screams in pain. You watch like the entire world starts to shudder and shift and just fold in on itself almost. It's very hard to describe. It's not a feeling that you're at all familiar with. You're all also watching as like the amber starts to like crack and shatter in random places or dissolve or evaporate. What she has done is starting to unravel because you've killed her. In this moment, her body explodes into a massive cloud just of biting insects. They are now encompassing your square and 3 other squares around you. You're now engulfed in them.
How are the scarecrows Baba Yaga made doing?
They're still up.
Engulfed in bees?
Also, yeah, can we get more specific description what kind of biting insects they are?
Let's say flies.
Horse flies, got it.
Yeah. Rook, because you are in the cloud, make a perception check.
All right, 25.
Oh, nice. In the middle of the cloud, and it is a dense cloud of insects, you see a grinning animated set of iron teeth that are floating in the middle.
Uncool.
This isn't even my final form.
Iron teeth floating amidst the flies.
I want to disengage from this cloud.
You can do that because you're a squirrely little rogue and can move around.
Right.
So you disengage, you do not provoke any opportunity attacks at all.
That's it for me.
At this point, one of the other scarecrows is making its way. They're all like getting to that bridge and trying to cross it. The scarecrow is going. It's going to target. Who did I target last time? I targeted Nadir.
Is this a new scarecrow?
Yeah.
Does it pass within 15 feet of Inky?
I would say it doesn't leave Inky's. They're all moving at roughly the same pace. It might enter range. It's not going to leave range, right?
Well, here's the thing. Inky's ability is if an enemy enters its reach, it uses reaction to attack it. It gets an extra opportunity attack option.
Oh, well then go
So
ahead.
if a new scarecrow enters Inky's range, I get to hit and bitch slap it.
Go ahead.
That is an 11 plus 8 for a 19.
Yeah, that is.
Which means it'll be grappled by the other hand.
Okay. I don't know if it says it on the character sheet, but I will go ahead and rule that you have to have a hand clean. A hand
I was
free.
going for a joke, but if you'll allow it, cool. You're just like, you ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
With 22 reduced to 11 damage.
Yes.
All right, that's an Inky Digi's reaction.
Okay, I'm marking hit point totals. All right, so Scarecrow is immobilized. It is going to target Brock. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Ask for it. I have advantage on these.
I'm aware.
All right. Would you believe I rolled both 8, which for me is... Oh, I still have a +0. Don't I need to add my proficiency to literally everything by now? All right, so that's an 8. I fail.
An 8? Yeah, you fail. The exact same thing that happened to Nadir, you feel in your mind. The overwhelming sound of crows cawing in both pain and laughter. You are, until the end of this scarecrow's next turn, you are frightened and paralyzed.
Oh, no.
I hate these scarecrows so much.
Yeah, Marty is deeply familiar with this effect.
I don't take any damage, though, right?
Nope.
I'm immobilized. Cool.
Yeah, you're just a sitting duck for anything that happens to get close enough. Rook, the swarm of flies recenters onto you. You're going to take several attacks from it. Does a 19 hit you?
It does, but I can dodge that shit.
What do you do to dodge it?
Uncanny dodge?
Oh, to reduce it by half?
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. Roll that damage then, since you're reducing it. So 11 halved down to 5 points of piercing damage from that attack. A 17?
Okay. That does not hit me. It does not.
17
I'm
does
so
not hit
happy.
you.
Yeah, it does not. So I'm happy I did the first one.
Okay. So miss, and then a nat 20 on the last one.
Buddy, blah.
Unfortunately, I'm paralyzed and cannot use a reaction.
'Tis what 'tis.
All right, you take 20 points of piercing damage from that
Still
last
alive.
one. The swarm is now back around you. You are effectively blinded while inside of the swarm.
Can't see.
You can attack the swarm itself, obviously, because that's the only thing you can see. As the swarm moves, the rest of you see the teeth that Baba Yaga used to have in her mouth, right? Looked like they're just a regular set of dentures, right? They're not sharpened, they're not unusual. However, they turn to you all, and while they do not have Baba Yaga's full spell list, they do have some of the abilities. I need Doubletail, Nadir, and Brock to give me dexterity saving throws.
Don't I automatically fail?
You do.
That's... Uh-oh.
Fucking speedy old man, 20.
I also got a natural 20 for 23.
Nice.
My 20 is synthetic.
Homegrown, grass-fed 20, baby.
GMO-free 20.
Cage-free.
Give me another round.
15 and 80.
Doubletail, your claws feel particularly strong right now. Not in any mechanical way, but if you look down, they seem like they just got a fresh manicure, that like you took some of those vitamins for a month. You know, like they are as healthy as they've ever looked.
We've already established that Barry always has a perfect manicure, so.
It's true.
Oh, Kenny, I have a question for you. Did you see if I proc Wild Magic on Synaptic Static?
No. I'm so off my game, and you did too, so let's see.
Cool. Chance to have retroactive get out of this paralysis. Perfect 70.
Perfect 70? Well, interesting.
You're paralyzed again somehow.
No. A spotlight from the sky or ceiling focuses on you for the next minute.
I like to think the clouds part from like what's clearly the stormy setting, and Baba Yaga's and the sun beams down on me, and Baba Yaga's cloud is like, the fuck, I illusioned you away.
There is a sunbeam around you for the next minute, during which you are immune to being charmed or frightened.
And so I'm just paralyzed.
Well, let me check the wording on the scarecrow. Okay, so the scarecrow targets one creature, makes a wisdom saving throw, or be magically frightened until the end of the scarecrow's next turn. The frightened target is paralyzed.
Ah, so because I'm not frightened, I'm not paralyzed.
That's how I interpret the wording.
I love it. Thank you, Wild Magic. Dave, you are my hero.
Yeah. All right, so go ahead and roll a dexterity save, since you can now.
Cool. That is 17 plus 6, 23.
Yeah, so everybody passed. So 23 fire damage from a fireball, reduced to 11.
And that was one of my better Wild Magic procs.
That was pretty clutch, I will say.
I'm sorry, we all take 11?
Yeah, 11
Yes.
fire damage.
Okay.
I know you're real tore up about it.
I'm dead.
Uh-huh. All right. The two other scarecrows that remain make their way up to basically the cluster of the rest of them at the mouth of the bridge. Inky is there. Inky is the only thing within range.
Inky's armor class is 16 if you're going to have them wail on him. Also, I feel like it's a bottleneck. How wide is this bridge?
It's anywhere from 5 to 10 feet, depending on where you are, right?
So two of them can get in melee range of Inky.
Yeah, so it's the last two. We're just going to... I got you. Okay. It's going to be a total of 4 attacks on Inky. I'm just going to see how many beat the armor class of 16. No. Yes. Okay. 4 piercing damage. Non-magical, so reduced to 2 piercing damage. And Bone Claws are predictably immune to frightened, so doesn't even have to make a saving throw. Mm-hmm. Inky just is the antithesis to these scarecrows.
Yeah, who's scared of who?
Right. Nadir, you are up.
How?
Right? What are you at by now? What is your health? I'm curious.
18.
Nice.
God.
I'm assuming alternate reality damage is still damage.
Yes, because it was still a reality.
Yeah. Fuck it. How many scarecrows?
There are 4 regular-looking scarecrows and 1 really intimidating-looking one that's clearly the special one.
It's also being held up in the air, Inky, like a chew toy.
Right.
If you want to focus on the ones Inky isn't currently murdering, if that helps you choose your targets.
So there's 4 plus big.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do Scorching Ray at level 5.
Okay.
Which makes 6 rays. I'm going to aim 1 at each of the small scarecrows and 2 at the big.
Nice.
In that order.
All right, so the attack on the first one.
15.
That hits.
11 fire damage.
So 22 fire damage.
I like it.
All right, Scarecrow number 2. What's the attack?
8 for a natural 1.
Oh, okay. So that's a miss. Let's resolve the attacks, and then we'll resolve.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Scarecrow 3.
14.
That does hit.
8.
So 16. Scarecrow 4.
19.
Yep.
Again, 11.
Okay. And then the big one.
Biggin is 16 and 10.
So the 16 hits.
10.
Okay. 20. Okay. Shockingly, you did not drop any of the scarecrows with your fireballs.
Yeah.
But you definitely hit them for some damage. Let's do that wild magic search.
Well, I got a 2 and a 72.
2, huh?
2.
You all watch as Nadir throws his hands out, fire arcing from them, and then you watch as they twist and turn into eggs.
Oh, no.
Wait, the fire or the hands?
Your hands are now eggs.
Oh, it is not scorching eggs now?
Sure.
Does that mean Nadir can't perform somatic components?
It does.
That sucks.
Yeah. You do not have use of your hands. So somatic components are no longer available to you.
All right, hold on.
Okay.
And Nadir like sits down, kicks off his shoes, and puts his feet together. I'm ready.
There will be checks involved, but I will allow it because of the absurdity of all of it. It's time. Double tail.
Ooh, baby. All right. Thank you, Nadir, for softening up these scarecrows for me.
Of course you're going for the scarecrows. What
You don't want to kill Baba Yaga? I have, Inky's got it. That's under control. Kill Baba Yaga.
I thought Baba Yaga was dead.
Mouth. Well, there's a mouth thing that's shooting fireballs at us.
Yeah, there's her iron teeth and a massive swarm of flies.
I think Big Sword is going to kill flies very efficiently, though. Yeah, it'll be fine. We'll do that. I'll go for Big Teeth. I draw my sword, and I will roll to see what damage type I add this time. I'm hoping for fire just in case, but we'll see.
Iron's known weakness, fire.
Well, in case I have to get in the mix with the scarecrows. But I rolled a 5, which is lightning. So the little slot machine bubbles pop up on the blade of the sword, and the edge glows blue, but like a deep blue. I will bonus action Manifest Echo just to have that on the board. And I will go after the big teeth. Let's see, 3 attacks. First attack is a dirty 20.
That hits.
Second attack is a 24.
Yep.
And third attack is a 19.
Okay, so I'll hit.
Okay, so this is, let's see, this is already 4D, it's 4d6 plus 5 per hit. So I'm at 12d6 plus 15.
All right, so you're hitting her with the spell Lightning Bolt. Got it.
Essentially, let's see.
So the plus 15 is lightning damage, correct?
No, that's my strength mod.
Okay. How much of this is lightning? Because it does matter. How much is lightning and how much is...
Oh, okay. I will roll that separately then, because it's like split evenly down the middle. Okay, so we'll do the slashing damage separately from the lightning. I'm actually going to spend something I haven't spent yet. I'm going to spend 2 charges of Eldritch Smite to add 4d8 force to this.
Okay. So you can go ahead and roll the force and the slashing all together. It's just the lightning that I'm caring about.
Should I even bother? Is she immune to lightning or is she just resistant?
Resistant to lightning.
Okay.
The teeth, anyway.
Understood. Slashing is 5 plus 15, 27 slashing, 12 force.
Okay.
29 lightning.
29 lightning. It's 14. Okay. The teeth look like you have cracked them and several of them are shattered. They are still floating there after your initial volley.
I will take an additional melee attack on this turn with Unleash Incarnation. 17 plus 9, 26. That is 15 slashing, 6 lightning.
Okay.
Epi, we just opened up a gift shop to help raise funds to rebuild the Bard Rock. Look at this fancy new design.
I'd love that on a new t-shirt.
You are transported to a world of t-shirts, all identical. You can feel your sense of self slipping away from you as the shirts reach out and grab you and assimilate.
I cast Dispel Magic.
Epi, where'd you go?
Wild magic. Don't ask, it was terrible. So, where's the gift shop going to be?
Oh, well, we have 2 storefronts, bardrockcafe.redbubble.com and tpublic.com/users/bardrockcafe. So anyone can support the Bard Rock.
You know, the coffee mug is really cute.
And that's not all we sell. We have t-shirts, hoodies, children's apparel, baby
Bard
onesies,
Rock
notebooks,
Cafe's gift shop
stickers.
is now open. Sales go to support the show. So if you want to help out and also get some cool Bard Rock Cafe merch, go check it out.
And that's everything we had so far. Epi, are you listening?
Did you say something?
Epi, Diana, I brought you both a cup of tea. It's not Earl Grey, but I think you'll enjoy it.
Oh, I've had your tea, and it's all cups of lies.
First of all, I make the finest tea prestidigitation has to offer. Second of all, this is a new line of teas we'll be serving at the Bard Rock from now on by our partners at Many Worlds Tavern.
Oh, I've heard of them. I'm particularly fond of Sleepy Fields and Golden Root myself.
Well, look, if it's good enough for Diana, it's good enough for me. I'll have a cup of that Verdant Harbor.
Of course! Here you go. And I pour Epi a cup of tea.
Epi, roll perception to determine if the tea is made of lies.
Damn it. That's a natural one.
First of all, you are absolutely convinced Brock used prestidigitation on this tea. Second of all, you feel a wild magic surge inside you, and dozens of thirsty customers appear outside of Brock's food truck right here in the graveyard.
No worries, folks. We have plenty of tea from Many Worlds Tavern for all of you. Try a cup of Sage's Gate or Sacred Spring. Somehow I already have dozens of cups of this already prepared and steeped for this occasion.
Of course you did.
Want to brew some of this delicious tea at home? Just go to http://manyworldstavern.com/bardrockcafe and and use the code BardRockCafe at checkout to save 10% on your order. As always, a portion of your order supports the show. And if you're a coffee drinker like my good friend Armbar, they have options for you there too.
Brock, I'm happy for you and all, but get your food truck and all your customers off my lawn.
Sorry, Dan, I can't hear you. This tea is selling like hotcakes. And so are the hotcakes. Bye, everybody.
Where are we now, Llewellyn?
Well, Meanie, it looks like we've arrived in a universe where Jump Leads is part of the Bard Rock network of podcasts.
The Bard Rock Network? Wow! That's a whole new audience ready to experience our adventures jumping through parallel universes, like when we found that colony of religious robots, or the time we were chased by a knife-wielding dinosaur.
What about when you spent a whole episode looking for a bathroom?
We don't have to talk about that.
Listen to the scripted sci-fi comedy podcast audiences are calling a cross between Sliders, Doctor Who, and Lower Decks. Jump Leads. Season 1 available now wherever you get your podcasts. Season 2 coming soon.
Who was that?
Sounds like this reality is actually an ad spot.
An ad spot? Wait, so none of this is canon?
It was, until you asked that question.
Still up?
How much slashing from that?
15.
Oh, okay. So that did it. I was like, 6 lightning? Yeah, okay, still up. You did 3 damage. But yeah, so 15 slashing, that does it. So with your 4th attack, the teeth shatter. And with this, you hear what you would expect to be the death scream of Baba Yaga. The flies are still there around Rook.
Mechanically, how does fighting a swarm of insects work?
So you target the swarm. For the most part, you do half damage if it's bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing. It doesn't matter if it's magical or not. But other types of damage are just normal.
Oh my god, I have a giant bug zapper. I'm gonna action surge.
Yes!
Actually, yeah, you do. Just say that.
Okay, so I'll action surge. I'll rock up to the insects. And they're swarming around Rook right now, right?
Yeah, they are occupying the same square as Rook, actually.
Okay, I'm gonna come up to Rook and go, excuse me, and I'll just pick you up by the shoulders and move you 5 feet to the left.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take 3 attacks.
Okay.
Again.
This is your natural-born short action surge, not one of the 2 freebies, correct?
Correct. 28. 18.
So I'm just gonna say, what is the lowest you can roll for an attack? Like a 2 plus.
The lowest, if I get a nat 1, that's a 10.
Okay.
So 2 is an 11.
So the armor class is 12.
Okay. Well, I didn't roll
Good.
3 or below, so we're good.
I mean, a 3 would hit. Just a 1 or a 2 doesn't hit for you.
Right.
just to streamline this a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
It is going to take half damage from the slashing, but the lightning is going to be at full.
So the exact opposite of how this worked before.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll do slashing. Math. 17 plus 15. 32.
2.
Slashing.
So 16 slashing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's a lot of 5s. We like to see that. 25 lightning damage.
Okay. Swarm is still there. There are just clumps of dead flies on the ground.
Okay. I'll just do one more attack with Unleash Incarnation since this is a different attack action.
Yep.
That's a natural 20.
Nice.
Yeah!
Okay.
Turns out if you just roll a million attacks, you're going to crit at least once a turn, right?
Right. That's the idea. We'll resolve the wild magic in a second. Go ahead and give me the damage.
Slashing will be... Oh, that's doubled. Oh, I rolled 4. That's fine. 17 plus 15. Again, 32. And then another 18 lightning damage.
Some of the mechanics of swarms is that when you reduce them below half health, they do much less damage. This swarm is an amalgamation of quite a lot. You have reduced it under a quarter health, so it will be doing even less damage.
Great.
And there is just barely any left. Like, much like the bug zapper you describe it to be.
It's not even, he's not even like slashing with the blade. It's just like taking like the blunt, like
just like Tesla coil going through the swarm. Just
Yeah.
just shredding through what remains of Baba Yaga.
Okay, that my turn has been 10 minutes, so I'm gonna end my turn.
It's up to you, man. You have 2 more action surges.
That's
Maybe-
true. I'm gonna say those might. Do those like go away after some time, or do I just
you
get to
have
bank
them
those?
forever until you decide to spend them.
I'm gonna
Save
bank
them for
those. Yeah, I'm gonna save them for later.
The 2 scarecrows that Bone Claw is holding on to, they're just gonna lay into Inky. We're gonna start with the laughable attacks from the regular scarecrow. That's 17 on the die is gonna hit, and what's Inky's armor class? That's just
16.
Okay. So, let's see what we got. It's still going to be nothing at all. 14 total piercing reduced to 7. 7 damage from just the scarecrow, right?
All right.
And that's it for the normal scarecrow. And then the big one pulls its arm back as it shifts into a scythe. This is a magical attack. 2 hits for the scythe. A 19 on the die is going to hit.
Yep.
A nat 1 is not.
Question is, did you damage necrotic or cold by chance?
No, it is magical slashing.
Okay, it's just magical slashing damage. Okay. I was expecting it to be something cooler.
Oh, well, fine.
I'm like, hey, if it's a scythe, it seems like necrotic damage doing Grim Reaper shit.
It's force
So-
now.
I mean, it's fine. I think
it is-
it's full damage. It's fine. I just like it'd be funny if I happened to resist the new thing it did because necrotic made
No.
sense to me.
It is slashing and fire damage.
Okay.
The slashing is going to be 8 slashing, and then the fire damage is going to be 9 fire damage.
Inky's almost down to double digits.
I know, right? That's gonna be it for Scarecrow. Brock, you are up.
All right, so I'd like Inky to try doing something cool if you'll allow. Do you know I'm
Okay.
like holding 2 dudes with my giant like shadow tentacle claw hands?
Uh-huh.
You know the thing they do in the movies where you grab 2 guys and you bash their skulls together really, really hard?
Uh-huh.
I would like to just do that like I'm holding 2 action figures and bash them into each other as many times as you let me do it with attacks.
Okay. Inky normally gets 2 attacks, right?
Correct.
Okay. So go ahead and roll 1 attack at advantage.
All right, that is 17 plus 8, 25.
Okay, you're good. So both of them are going to be hit and take damage. Roll
3d10's the normal damage if that helps.
Just roll 3d10. Just do your normal damage. See what happens.
That is 25 damage.
Okay.
Can I argue the one being bashed with the flaming skull fire damage?
You know what? I like that. I like that a lot. So yeah, the regular Scarecrow is just obliterated, right? I will say that takes all of your attacks, right? Like that's just the flavor.
That's fine. I just wanted to do the cool. Yeah, to me it's like, okay, attack 1, swing this guy into this guy. Attack 2, swing this guy into this guy. That makes sense. Math checks out to me.
Okay, well, so that was a Hulk smash moment. The big Scarecrow is still up.
We're not happy about it. We'll see about that.
Yeah.
'Cause, hey, I'm not scared of you, asshole. Give me a second here to browse my spell list. I didn't think we'd get this far. The idea Baba Yaga had a second form that had a second form attached to it had escaped me. Brock wants to summon the deck of many things and hold his action.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah. What's the hold action? What is the trigger? What is the action?
If any enemy comes within melee range of him, he's going to draw 3 cards, not from the top, at random. He's going to basically expanding the deck out like he made a fan. He's going to pluck 3 cards as his item interact action if anyone try to attack him with a melee range attack.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. I don't see that happening, but we'll see.
Yeah, if it happens.
All right. Anything else from you?
There's no enemies within range of me from my alpaca to kick, I assume.
No.
I'm going to leave this to the people who are more capable of killing shit than me.
Okay. Then, Rook, you are up.
So I'm still in a swarm.
You are still in the swarm. Well, all right. Doubletail picked you up and moved
I'm
you
not in the
physically out of
swarm.
the swarm, right? Because he's like, I don't want to hit you with this. And then he proceeded to bug zap most of the swarm.
You are adjacent to the swarm.
Yeah.
But not in it.
The swarm is very greatly diminished. There's not much of it left. The teeth are gone. One of the scarecrows is gone.
Is there any scarecrow next to somebody?
Oh yeah. So Inky is next to every scarecrow. So
All right, yeah, let me do that then.
Inky's soloing the scarecrow swarm.
pretty much.
Yeah. We're gonna stay away from enemies. She's really badly hurt. She looks really bad. I got a 26.
Okay. Which scarecrow are you attacking? One of the
The
three
one that
normal
Inky is holding.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
the grappled one.
Yeah. So you said 26?
But it's still a sneak attack?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
there we go.
Yep. Inky could not be more adjacent to this fucker if he tried.
Yeah.
All right.
Inky could help you with just moving the scarecrow to the arrow.
Like that one scene in Deadpool vs. Wolverine where he just uses the guy as a shield.
Yeah.
Alrighty, with that nice sneak attack shot, Rook got very feebly swings the bow and hits it for 57.
You said 57?
That was just sneak attack, right?
And it's magical, right?
I don't think Rook's crossbow is magical.
No, just my
Oh,
rapier.
No. Okay.
So it still takes half, though.
Yeah. But that was okay. What is somebody help me? Half of 50
is
57 is
28. Okay.
28.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So let me do math real quick. Scarecrow is still up. It's looking bad. You have there's now an arrow sticking straight out of like the spot between the two jack-o'-lantern heads' eyes. The fact that the pumpkin didn't explode entirely is a miracle.
Kenny, may I please reach back in time to my turn since I forgot Rook was damaged and would use my bonus action to healing word her?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm doing second level, so Rook, go ahead and have 7 HP left because I rolled 2 2s and added plus. Oh, sorry, actually, no, 7, 7, 8. I have a plus 5.
8, thank you.
Yep.
Cool. Roll wild magic.
Cool. My favorite thing.
I remembered this time.
6.
6?
Just 6. 2 zeros and a 6.
Oh, wow. You choose and cast any level 1 spell from any class.
Whoa.
Any level 1 spell from any class, eh? I'm going to cast Bless on Rook, Doubletail, and Inky.
Sure. Okay. Thank you for choosing quickly. I was like, I don't like this one because there are...
I know, I was like, do I want a healing word Rook more? No, I'm going to make it easier for us to kill these things.
Yeah. It's like, there's so many level 1 spells.
Fortunately, I am a huge nerd and have memorized all my favorite level 1 D&D spells.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. This would be the time when I cast, like, the random one. Like, okay, Sickening Ray. Whatever.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Armor of Agathis, actually.
Oh, yeah. That's so good, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I could have Eldritch Blast the Scarecrow. Oh, well.
Oh, that's a cantrip.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a cantrip,
that was
but-
level 1. Never mind.
Hellish Rebuke is level 1.
It'd be
Yeah.
weird to cast Hellish Rebuke when someone's not hitting me.
Yeah, there's nothing to trigger the reaction, but it's fine.
The one you're hitting the
I
wild
burned
magic.
my alpaca. My poor alpaca, and I just set myself on fire.
You Eldritch Rebuke the dice that cause you to have wild magic.
Yeah, but anyway, I blessed the 3 people who actually can do damage to things.
Sure. Okay.
Sorry, Nadir.
All right, so we are now...
Because I didn't bless you.
I'm already blessed.
No, you're favored.
All right, let me look at the Scarecrow character sheet. How smart are these things? Okay.
Yo, can Rook take a potion?
Yeah, if you take
That
it
is a
yourself.
bonus action on this show.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
They
I'm
are-
gonna take
they are
I
not-
have 8 potions that I've never used this whole time. So I'm going to take a health potion.
Rook drinks a potion of invisibility, not a healing
Yeah,
potion.
right? Anyway, that's all Rook does.
Okay.
How much does Rook heal?
2d4 plus 2. 1 second here. I had to look that up. I was like, what the hell is this shit? No, that was incorrect. 2d4 plus 2. That's 9 total.
Nice. That's 1 point short of max.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that shit. All right.
Okay. Cool. So Rook has some health back. Rook, make a wisdom saving throw.
Well,
You have a bardic inspiration if you need it.
okay. Well, we'll see what happens. Oh my goodness gracious! That's a critical fail.
Oh, Oh,
Well, technically,
roll?
a natural 1 is not a critical failure on a saving throw. So
that is correct.
what is your total? And then Bardic Inspiration help you.
Oh, my total
Probably
is
still
2.
not good. So your total's 2. Yeah, a Bardic Inspiration probably won't get you to a pass.
Unless you get
I can
10,
add-
DC's like 12.
I add a thing. No, I don't add a thing. No, I don't. Never mind.
That's such a rogue monologue. I had a thing. Oh no, not
No, I
this.
don't. So I
Rogue-
get 2, man.
Rogues and bards are just like, don't I add something to this?
No.
That's disappointing.
I mean, I add something to over 20 things.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like it's just
Like
It
if I
is
had
the
no
exception.
proficiencies, I would still have half proficiency in every skill plus my saving throws.
This is the equivalent of me wiping my tears with like credit cards or something. It's fine. like, oh no, I don't have a bonus this time.
why am I crying so much? You keep using credit cards on your eyes.
You can use the Bardic Inspiration. If it fails, you just get it back. So,
Okay, so what do I roll?
would a 10 on the die actually make her pass, or should she not bother?
There is the potential for this to pass.
Yeah, so it's a D10, and if you fail, you just get the D10 back. So why not?
I got it back immediately.
Oh well.
Yeah.
All right, so roll wild magic because I was in that one.
20 and 100.
For the next 10 minutes, basically for the rest of the combat in this episode, anytime you roll above a 15 on the dice, it is treated as a 15.
Oh,
Wow.
that sucks.
Yeah. So, not great. It's definitely worse things. You basically just have reliable talent for everything.
Yeah.
Anti-reliable talent.
Basically. But yeah.
Olive.
So, you are frightened and paralyzed.
Paralyzed.
We're going through the last 3 scarecrows right now. Nadir, wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. 21.
You're fine. Double tail, wisdom saving throw, please.
We could skip me. I don't want
You have Indomitable though. At least you have a chance.
Oh, that's true. I'm going to use Indomitable because I just rolled a 2. 17.
Okay, you're fine. You managed to dodge the Stunlock Scarecrow experience. Okay, so that's the remaining Scarecrows as they tried to neutralize things that would cause problems, and they only got Rook. So, Nadir, you are up.
Okay. The deer's on the ground. His hands are eggs. His feet are exposed.
Right.
Forgot about that.
Yeah,
You
I
shoot
did too.
scorching rays out of your toes. That's so weird.
No. He takes a foot and he digs inside the end of his robe and procures startling dexterity, a monster energy drink, and throws it at Baragon. Hey, how do you want to haste?
Thank you.
I will say, it is a very remote possibility, but if you get that same wild magic roll again, it will be your feet.
Okay, cool. I'm fine with this.
Yeah, by the way, just a Deer Proc Wild Magic casting haste.
Yeah, all right. Let's see. Whoop. Yes. All right,
Yes?
Nadir. Let's see it.
67.
Don't think that was the same one. Oh boy. Okay.
His feet turn into hot dogs. It's weird.
Don't like that. Don't like that.
Oh, that's fine.
image.
That'll actually make it easier to grip things.
Ew, no.
All of the party members take 5 acid damage.
Well, you did just down a monster energy.
True. I have heartburn now.
So everybody takes.
Well, here's the thing. It would have been fine, but because you threw it through the air, it got a little shaken up. So when
It just blasted into my face.
Yeah.
Inky takes 10. Your mount takes 10. All of the scarecrows take 5.
Is there logic to Inky taking 10 versus things? Is there?
He is a larger size category.
Oh, thank you.
Ah.
I was like, why? Okay. I was like, does Inky have weakness to acid damage? I don't know about. I looked this. No. Okay. My mount has 1 HP.
Seriously?
It has 11 base.
That's right. Okay, so look, I didn't target your mount, all right? It's not that I was even avoiding it. This was just all
Yeah, no, it's fine.
On the deer.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. It has 8.
Yeah.
Armor class is 11. HP is 19, so it has
Okay.
8 HP.
I was like, that sounds a little
No,
bit
not
closer.
9, yeah. I was I remembered the number 11. That's all. No, it has 9 HP because it took 10 damage. It has 19 total.
Yeah.
Oh, when you said that, I thought you meant it had 1.
No,
Like,
no.
period.
I meant
Yeah.
remaining.
Yeah, I was like, Warhorse doesn't. That seems low. I wasn't gonna argue too hard with you because I wasn't. We're kind of at that point in the fight where I'm like, it's just cleanup at this point. Not necessarily, but yeah. So haste. That's a thing that happened.
That is a thing that happened.
We got there.
Yeah. Anything else from the deer?
No, I'm good.
As you nuke everything in the area with your monster energy drink. Double Tail, you're up. As you are vibrating with monstrous energy.
Not sponsored, by the way. Are there any insects left? Is that taken care of?
There are a few, like what's left from the last round that you laid into them.
Okay. I'll start there, I guess. At not a 2, so that hits.
So let's do these attacks one at a time because there's a good chance that like 1, maybe 2 will be all that's needed.
8 slashing, 12 lightning.
That is actually just enough with the reduction in damage. As you arc your blade through the air, the last remnants of the swarm get zapped out of the air. The swarm is no more. The last remnants of Baba Yaga on this plane of existence are gone. All that's left are the scarecrows. They are still up. The enchantment binding them together is still active.
Can I, as a free action, use my telepathy to say to them, hey, we killed your master. You're free now. Leave us alone.
Still not free. Still not free.
All right. We got to murder you then. Sorry.
Free. Free.
I have 70 feet of movement because of haste.
You just are there.
Just like come up next to Nadir. Hey Nadir, what is this stuff? It's really good. Oh my god.
You realize you can't get across the bridge, so you just like jump it, right? Like, oh, the lake? Yeah, screw that.
Yeah, whatever.
What
the
flavor
Mario
of
hops
monster
down
energy is Nadir's haste, by the way?
Green.
Oh, wait,
I have said several times thus far that Nadir's magic is very sickly green, which is kind of the monster energy color as well.
Original recipe monster energy is what I'm hearing, not like lime green, which is another flavor they have.
Right.
Yeah.
Which, because of course they do.
Okay,
It's the sugar flea flavor, so I can drink it.
I need a clarification on haste. Does it just give you 1 extra attack, or does it give you an extra attack action?
It gives you a list of things that I will now read.
Yeah.
Your speed is doubled. You gain 2 AC. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws, and you gain an additional action that can be used on the following: use an object, hide, disengage, dash, or attack 1 weapon attack only.
Oh, okay.
They saw that coming.
It is a whole action, but you don't get multi-attack for that one action.
Understood. I still have 3 attacks then.
Yeah, but you can do like other things besides attack with it, is more what I was getting at.
Right.
I see. But I'm the fighter.
No,
so
monster
I will
energy,
attack.
not high C.
Man, you're still on that. You're just. All right. What do you got, Double Tail? There
there's
are 3
3
scarecrows.
scarecrows?
Well, okay. There's 3 regulars and the big one that is currently grappled.
Inky summarily has the big one covered.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the big one. I will attack each of the 3 scarecrows, or I guess we'll just go through until they're dead.
Okay, so Scarecrow 1. We'll just go down the list.
Okay,
they're not doing well, right? Like they've taken a lot of hits from various sources.
That is a crit.
Okay. All right, give me the damage, and then we'll resolve the crit.
Do I need to roll separately?
No, not for this.
Okay.
Because your weapon is magical. Right?
It'd be weird if a weapon that can endow itself with
never
lightning
mind.
wasn't magical.
Ignore me. That's a stupid question. Yeah, just give me damage totals.
7, 31 plus 5, 36 damage.
Scarecrow 1 just is done.
Okay, I just
Go
cleave
wild
through
magic
it and
first.
spin around to the next one.
Well, wild magic first.
Oh.
You might get to kill it even harder, so.
The number of random wild magic surges in this episode in particular.
It's crazy.
It's been a lot.
The
the amount not procced by Brock's song has been staggering.
I mean, I procced 3 times at least that I remember. So
the amount of 100s that we've used as well.
Also,
that's true.
All right, what do you
60, 67, and 95.
Okay, these are both not great, not terrible. I'm going to say you get the 95. Your total bonus to athletics and performance are swapped.
Oh,
fun. No.
So
you should be extra showy if you grapple anything.
For a brief shining moment, you rival Brock's song for performance. Probably don't have them beat. But
what is your athletics? What is your athletics bonus?
It's +9
versus my performance bonus of +13. Your rival is an accurate description,
right? Like you're still.
Here's the thing: when we have a battle at the Elite Four, I'm supposed to win, but that doesn't mean you won't.
He would belong as the opening act at this point, right?
There we go.
Nothing too crazy for combat, unless you decide to try to grapple something, in which case you'll be just a little worse at it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, the second attack is a...
Marty, non-natural 20. You will. I don't think you can physically not kill this thing, but tell me
22
how much
damage.
Yeah, it's gone. It had 4 hit points.
Okay. Third one. It's a 17.
17?
Oh my god, I can't do math today. 13 damage.
Just 13? I mean, that's enough, but that's super low.
That is super low. That's 4d6, and I rolled 2 1s and 2 3s.
Like, at least you hit this one with that. The first one would have survived it, actually.
That would have been unfortunate.
It would have survived it with 1 hit point, but it would have survived it. So, as you cut open all of the scarecrows and they fall, you see inside of each scarecrow, as you cut it open, the dead body of a raven or a crow falls to the ground. You see that its neck has been snapped.
Oh, that's gross.
All right. So the only enemy left in combat at this point is the big scarecrow.
Which, of course, is next in initiative.
It is. Since you are keeping track as well. Yeah, it is next.
It's the one thing that goes before me, so.
So, is that all for you, Double Tail?
Yeah.
You want to blow one of your free action searches on killing the scarecrow?
No, I really want to save those because I get them more frequently than I would assume I should, but...
I was joking anyway. It would be a waste of your free action search.
This is definitely above game. This is not the time to use this. This is...
I'm going to blow them both. I'm just overkill this thing.
I mean, you do you. Man, no. It's your character.
That ain't me.
Okay.
Just like Devil May Cry juggling the dead body.
That's the only way to get Super Sick styling. So
true.
Just save that for when we fight Loth, and Loth's at 0 HP. You can juggle Loth all you want.
Loth's too big.
Nah.
Not with that attitude.
Loth's fight's gonna end in a cutscene, and it's gonna interrupt it anyway.
All right.
Okay.
So I have an important question. Is Baragon adjacent to Inky?
I guess so, since I'm in the mix with the
technically you'd be 5 feet. There'd be a 5-foot square between us because there was a thing between us you just killed. So do you want to be adjacent?
Oh, then no, not directly adjacent, I guess. But if his reach is 15 feet, then I am within his reach.
No, I'm looking at the scythe attack for the scarecrow.
Oh.
I mean, you have better armor class than Inky, but this thing cannot kill Inky even if it crits. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it can't crit on me at all. So.
Oh right, you have the adamantine armor.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Istis.
All right. So just because of how this is going, I'm gonna rule it as the scythe attack is going to be able to target both Double Tail and Inky because
that's fine.
I need to feel some joy from using this the special scarecrow. So 2 scythe attacks, after which we can see who gets the killing stroke. 18 plus numbers is a hit. 19 plus numbers is a hit. I'm just going to give you all total damage because nobody's resistant to magical slashing or fire, right?
Yeah. So is there like one of us taking one versus the other?
No, you are both hit by both attacks.
Okay. I see the mechanic now.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say? Oh, it was like 18 plus something.
What's your armor class?
It's 19 right now because I'm hasted.
You are hit by both.
Okay.
All right. So let me just plug in numbers. So we got. All right. So 25 fire damage to each of you.
Ow.
From both attacks, like total, and then plus what? 19 slashing, magical slashing to both of you.
All right.
Ow.
Yeah. And that's it for this scarecrow as he flails around trying to get out. He still has a chunk of hit points left, but I don't imagine a full round of him being the only target will allow him to keep them. So let's just see. Oh yeah, Brock, you are up.
All right. Inky, power word kill. 9 plus 8 for 17, and an 11 plus 8, 9.
Yeah, both hit.
So I'm just going to roll 60, 10 plus 8.
Sure. I just got to roll my fistful of dice, so, you know.
That is 48 damage, which is non-magical piercing,
Yeah,
so.
Down to 24. Okay. Still up, looking real bad.
Okay.
Do you guys want the hit point total?
Is it? Sure.
He has 6
2.
hit points.
Okay.
All right. I'll put it out of its misery. Dissonant Whispers.
Dissonant Whispers?
Yes, a chance to kill it.
Yeah. All right. So
Wisdom
roll
save DC 17, and I rolled 8. So
God is my witness. Nat 20 Wisdom save.
well, that's still 4 damage, and I get out. Did I proc Wild Magic?
Yes, of course you did. Because why not? So 2 hit points.
Yep. 25.
Okay. You cast any level 1 bard spell and apply the
Dissonant Whispers.
I knew it.
Also, things futilely trying to run away from Inky, who won't let it go anyway.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was flailing around before. It's now flailing in a direction. Wisdom save just cause. A 7 plus nothing is going to fail.
Yep. And then I'm going to have my movement. I'm going to ride up to Rook. That sunbeam that's on me now is encompassing Rook.
Nice. Yeah. So the wild magic dissonant whispers is what does in the special scarecrow, the fiery pumpkin jack-o'-lantern scarecrow. What a finish. We are now out of initiative order. The effects of Baba Yaga's passing can be immediately felt. You watch as the terrain around you, once it had been again under that magical spell of concealing it as a different terrain, the dead and rotting woods are returned. The dried out lake bed has replaced the lake that surrounded you. There's nothing growing. There's just everything is dry and it just is awful, right? The house is still toppled over. All that's left of Baba Yaga is pieces of iron that were shattered from those attacks and a lot of dead flies. Like, a lot. There were only those 5 scarecrows. All the rest are still out in the woods. They are there. They are not animated. And all the amber is starting to crack and dissipate and disappear. What do you all do? What do you all want to say?
Rook wants to check the amber amulet. I mean,
So you pull out the amulet.
Yeah.
It is starting to crack.
Guys, look.
Oh, it's going to hatch.
Shows it off.
All right, it's very important that he see you first, Rook. That way he imprints on you.
I'm not ready to be a dad.
From a certain angle, this Fey Prince looks like Jeff Goldblum. Life finds a way. The amulet, kind of at the same pace as everything. The amber is dissipating and cracking and shattering and just disappearing as the powerful magic of the Fate card from the deck of many things unravels alongside the existence of Baba Yaga being ended. The amulet starts to glow with a powerful yellow just light. It explodes, there's a flash of power, and the familiar figure of the Prince of the Spring Court kneels there in the middle of all of you. Around him, grass starts to sprout and grow on the island you are standing on. As he slowly stands up and his eyes meet with yours, imprinting on you and you alone.
Oh no.
And he says, Daddy. No, he says,
Dada.
right.
Papa.
Terrible.
I love it. I love this show. The Prince of the Spring Court stands 7 feet tall, antlers on his head, taking him probably to like 8.5 if you include them. He cuts a deep bow to Rook in particular, but then to the rest as well. And he says, thank you for freeing me. Now, I believe we have a lot to discuss.
Nadir, I took your advice and ordered tabletop gaming supplies from our sponsor, Dragon Master Games. I got a new book, some dice, and other accessories.
That's wonderful. And you remembered to tell them in the comments that Bard Rock Cafe sent you?
Yeah, of course. But now I have another problem. Brock gave me the money for the supplies and said it's coming out of the budget. What does that mean?
Oh, well, our show and the other shows on the network are partially funded by our viewers on Patreon and Ko-fi. In addition to covering costs like editing and web hosting, we use some of those funds to purchase the actual games we play on air. Because, as creators, we want to support the developers as much as we can.
Okay, so our viewers can go to the Patreon and Ko-fi linked in the show notes to support us and the rest of the network? I didn't know that.
Yes, correct. Anyway, why don't you tell me more about this game you're planning?